Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Python for Data Science. I am your instructor Ms. Alparapala. Today we are going to learn about visualization in data. In that we are going to cover the topic that is scatter plot. Now what is basically a scatter plot? A scatter plot is a cluster of data representation rather than the trends like line graph and bar charts etc. So basically the purpose of this scatter plot is to help you to see the data patterns. So let us just see one example. So in here on x-axis we are having the temperature and on y-axis we are having the sales. So ultimately our data is represented according to the points only, and by this we can visualize what our pattern. So let us see this how we can create a scatter plot in Python using the programming. So this is the scatter plot representation. So for the scatter plot representation we can use the scatter method, which is under the matplotlib.pyplot library. So first of all we need to install this matplotlib library, and then after we need to use this import statement, that is import matplotlib.pyplot. So we are using the scatter method for representing the scatter plot. So in here the first argument will be the x-axis data, the second argument will be the y-axis data. The size will be represented as the attribute S, the color will be represented as attribute C or color itself. The default value of size and color is none. Then after the next attribute is marker, the default value is none, but you can visualize the point in a different format by using this marker method. Likewise for D it will represent the point according to the diamond shape, star it will represent according to the star shape, the O, capital O will consider it as a filled circle, this arrow will represent it as the filled triangle, the S will represent it as the square. So this is the different markers which we can use to visualize our point also. Then line width and edge color will be the two different attributes for the boundary of your points. Now let us see this by one example in which we are having this x which is containing some list of values, and same as we are having the y which is a list of some contained values. Now these are the points for your scatter plot which is having the x coordinate and y coordinate value. So this x coordinate value will goes here as an x-axis data, and this y coordinate value will goes here as y-axis data. Now we are pointing our data according to this. Suppose this is the 5 value, for 99 will be the y point, for this 7 value this 88 will be the y point, this 17 value this 86 will be the y point. So according to it our scatter plot will be plotted. Now this is the C, that is color, and we are giving our color value as a blue. Now this is the S which is the size, and we are giving the value as 100. Now edge color we are representing the boundary of our points with the red color and the boundary width with the 2 value. Now the marker value we can use a different marker value. Now we are showing our plot, so using a plt.show. So in here we have represented our data. Now we can change our marker also. Likewise, suppose we are using the D, so it will represent our data according to the diamond shape. Suppose if we are using the O, then it will represent our data into the filled color, filled circle. Then suppose if we are using the S, then it will use the square. So these all are the different options which are available for the markers, and there are another options also. Now we can also plot on our same x-axis different y values. Likewise, we can use this girls grade and boys grade data to be represented on the grades range. Now this will be the x-axis value, and this 2, that is the girls grade and boys grade, will be the y-axis value. Now we can represent on a single plot two different values. So in here we have our girls grade data as a list element, boys grade data as a list element, and grade range. Now we are using the scatter method. So scatter grade range as an x coordinate and as a y coordinate girls grade. The color we are representing it as a red and the label we are representing it as a girls. Now the marker we are using is D, that is diamond. Now next, for the boys point representation using scatter, so we are using the scatter girls grade, okay, and in here boys grade, sorry, this is grade range, and in here that is the boys grade. Now color is equals to blue and label is equals to boys, and this is the marker. Now we can also use the X label and Y label and title. So we can see that the string that is in a title is represented over here, that is grade of student. Now X label will be on a X axis and Y label will be on a Y axis. Now we are representing our this label using the legend method. So this is representing the legend which is having the girls and boys value. So this is the output for our code, in which this is having the X grade range. On X axis it is having grade range, and on Y axis it is having the girls grade and boys grade. According to this, the representation marker is also represented. Now the next one is, we can also represent our scatter plot using the numpy random values, code in which we are using what, numpy dot random dot normal. So right now we are not using this code whole. Okay, so what is this numpy? So it is a numerical calculation module available in Python. So we are using the numpy module in here for the random number generation. So we are using the method that is random.normal, which is having the syntax like first one will be the location value, second one will be the scale value, and the size, that is total number of random numbers we want. So it will create total number of sized random number, okay, with the location. So your values will be around the location with the scale provided to it, and it will calculate the random number using the Gaussian distribution. So this is let us just run this code for the proper fundamental checking. That is the numpy.random.normal 4.0, that is location value. So our value will be nearby to your 4.0. This is the scale, which is the by default value is also what, 1.0, and 10 means total 10 number of random Gaussian distribution value will be provided by this method. So in here we can see that we are having the random number values, total number of 10 values are generated. Now next we can also check for the 10, 2 and 10. So again total number of 10 values are generated with the range nearby the 10. Okay, and we are having this scale value is a 0.2. Now this is what our numpy method. Now we are using the same numpy method, and we are storing our random numbers to the two variable, that is x variable and y variable, and that we are using in a scatter method, scatter x comma y, and we are representing our plot. So let us just run this code. So this is the similar one. In previous example we have taken the static x and y list, but now this list is dynamic. We have not taken the any value, but it is generated dynamically using the random normal method. So we can see that every time we are running this code, every time it is changing the output. If we want to stop this change of the output, then we can use this numpy.random.seed method. So the first time generated output will be stored, and every time it will use the same output for the plotting purpose. So you can see that. So it is not changing any value now. So this is the numpy.random.seed method. Now we can also use our color representation. Like suppose we are having three different distribution in which we are having the x1, x2 and x3. Now we want to represent each of them by different color. So for that we can use the color array. So how we can use the color array? So for that, let us just check this one first. So this np.random.array method will return us the random number between 0.6 times 0 to 1.6 times 0. Okay, now in here in argument we have provided the integer value, that is total number of value return. So this np.random.array method with the 5 argument will return us the 5 numbers, 5 random numbers, and then after we are multiplying it by the 5 integer. 5 multiply np.random.array of 5. Now this is what our x1, x2, x3. So we are creating the random number, 5 random number. Again we are creating our 5 random number and multiplying it by 5 and adding 2 value. Then again we are creating the 2 random number and multiplying it by 3. Now what we are doing, we are concatenating all our value because the scatter is only accepting a single list. So ultimately we need to concate all this list. So for that we are using the numpy concatenate method. So in x variable we are providing np dot concatenate x1, x2 and x3. So all the x1, x2 and x3 value will be attached to each other and that will be provided as a single np array. Now same as whatever number of x we have taken, exactly the same number of y should be there, because what we want to have a point, and point will be created using the x coordinate and y coordinate. So total number of x and y must be matched. So we are again taking the random.array method with the 5 element as y1, 5 element as y2 and 2 element as y3. Now again we are using concatenate method. Now for representation of your x1, x2 and x3 data as a different way, we are using, for the 5 time we are using the blue color, for 5 time we are using the green color, and for 5 time we are using the red color, and that we are providing as an attribute value, that c is equals to color underscore array and marker is d, and we are plotting our x and y point. So let us just run this code. So this is our output. Okay, now again same way, whenever we are running this code multiple time, we are getting the different output every time. Okay, to stop this we can use the np.random.seed method. So this is all about your scatter plot. Thank you.